Hi, we're live.
Hi.
Hey, Carmina, how you
Hey,
doing?
Mo,
All
how
right.
are you?
We're good. We're
We're
good.
here in beautiful Bryant Park, and it's now become a little bit sunnier than it was just a few moments ago. It was a little rainy just now, but now it's clearing up. The sun is peeking through the clouds.
I think for the last 20 days in New York, it's been raining every day. We've had 1 or 2 days.
God,
So this yellow stuff that's out there, I'm not sure what it is, but it's cool, and we need more of it.
Yeah, we're grateful for that. And we're here because we're going to give you a little update on what's going on in social media. And, Mo and I, we're very passionate about social media. We're total addicts and evangelists. And, on a given day, on a given week, there's always something going on with social, tools, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's LinkedIn,
Plaxo, Flickr,
Right.
the list. I always make my students at least know 5 different social networks, but if you're Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter,
that's it.
And then the
Those
second
are the
level would be
basics.
LinkedIn, and then whatever else you can interact with an audience, you're good.
Right. So I think that the main news that I can see right now is the Iran controversy, the Iran, how social media has really transformed the global stage, and how it's really opening up the possibility of people expressing themselves and really the truth coming out. It's all about the truth.
Well, it's hard to say what the truth is because we've got so much, but one thing, mainstream media has all of a sudden recognized that there's something happening on Twitter and they better pay attention to it. We, as journalists, we need to be able to start telling what the truth is, and it's really hard to tell. I haven't spent a whole lot of time looking at the Twitter stream because it's just overwhelming, but the New York Times is doing a great product. They're looking through all the Twitter stuff and trying to put a little bit of
perspective.
And trying to figure out what the truth is. Because with this medium, anybody can contact, and a lot of people are. And what hopefully the position of the journalist in this world is to be able to help you know what the truth is. And,
to give you both sides and let you decide. But really, the richness of information that's coming out from so many different sources gives you the ability to see, in my opinion, the overwhelming information that's coming out.
It's too much. It's a fire hose. Oh my God.
No, but it's giving you a message. It's saying that the people of Iran want change.
Or at least those who have access to these tools are being able to get on there and make their names heard.
Yeah, but hello. Before that voice was never heard, and it was only traditional media.
They were talking
and not only
about
traditional media, it was what the government allowed media to
what would have
report.
happened in Tiananmen Square in China 20 years ago. Yeah, I mean the technology that they had access to, they were trying to use as a fax machine.
Right.
Now we have the thing about Twitter that's made it so powerful. It can't really be stopped. There's so many different ways to access the Twitter platform and to get information back.
Right, if they shut down web access in Iran, they're now getting help from supporters from the outside, through foreign hosted servers, through people from other countries putting in information that's given to them through the mobile phones. It's unstoppable. The government cannot control it, and not only that, the government isn't really up to speed on the technology. So, the people are much more internet savvy and technologically focused than the government.
Well, at least the young people are, and that's, I think we're seeing a generational difference. People who are able to really navigate these, there are people who are using it, and I don't mean millennials, but younger 30s and under who use text messaging and multimedia MMS on their phone, and that's kind of a way of life, a webcam and all this, and it's just simple tools. As long as you can get, the real key is getting access to the internet or a channel like your network, DNS, or that kind of thing. That's, if you can get access, you can do stuff. The internet sort of exists to flow around barriers and hurdles.
Exactly. So that was our story for the day, and hopefully we'll be bringing you more of this tidbits on social media, kind of like updates on the news, the social media news of the day, to keep you up abreast and up to date on all the stuff that's now happening in this wonderful world of social media.
Unbelievable. We filled up 5 minutes.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh my.
Okay. See you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.